In this video, I'm going to show you the quickest and easiest way to dice an onion. Now, if you want to dice anything, basically you want to try and form something that looks a bit like a cube. And as we all know, a cube has got 6 sides. So theoretically, you've got to make 6 cuts to produce your cube. Now, if you know your onions, excuse the pun, you'll know that they're made up of layers. And if you use that fact about their anatomy to your advantage, it saves you a lot of work when you're trying to dice them. Instead of 6 cuts, you'll only need to make 4 if you do it the right way. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do now. Now, just to show you what I'm talking about, this is an onion that I cut lengthwise previously. That's the root down there, and that's where the foliage was. And if you look at it carefully, you can see there are layers, and each layer is separated by a little membrane. So those are all separate. And if you use that knowledge to your advantage, it saves you time when you're dicing. So I'll just show you now how I do it. Now, the first thing you need is a nice sharp knife. And if you want to know how to keep your kitchen knives in good condition, then have a look at the video on the top of the screen at the moment. Right, let's get started. First step is to cut the onion lengthways, like that. And then what I normally do is cut the top and the tail off. And then you peel the dry outer layers off. That one's still a bit dry, so we'll take another layer till you get to some nice clean onion. And then what you do, you take your knife, and it needs to be quite a broad bladed knife so that it doesn't sink below the surface, because if that happens, and when you're bringing the knife up, you start messing up your arrangement, and it's quite important to keep it all together while you're doing this. So I'll show you now. So the first plane that you cut in is this way, and you try and hold everything together, and you cut a series of slices that way, trying to keep everything together. The spacing between the slices, you estimate that according to the type of dicing you want. If you want it finely diced, then you put them close together. If you want it coarse, you make them further apart. Okay, so we've cut in this plane now, our several cuts. We've kept everything together, that's good. Now we've just got to cut in the other plane, like that. And because we've got these separate layers, we've actually finished our dicing. If we look at this one, you can see the layers there, and I've cut in 2 planes, so all I have to do now is just break it up, and there's my dicing. So you just basically just mess it around and slowly, and even in the pan, you can just put it straight in the pan now, and as you're stirring, those are going to break up and you'll have your diced onion. Now, some of them on the edges might be a little bit untidy, so you can just fix those up if you want to. It's not always necessary. So there we go, there's our diced onion, and that was quick and easy. Remember what I said about the sharp knife and quite a broad blade. Now, if you found this useful, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. And if you click the bell next to the subscribe button, you'll get notification when our next video comes out. And if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. If you just scroll right down to the bottom, you'll find the comments section there. Thank you for watching.